Thank you very much for having me here. I haven't been to Kaima for a few years. It's my best mate's wedding. You probably saw Boulevard present here last year, and there's been a lot that's occurred in the ensuing 12 months. My quick bit of background on me and what has happened. If you can jump forward, Kathy, to the timeline. You can probably see that Liquid Eyes plus Boulevard occurred in November last year. Quick bit of background on me. I was the founder of Self-Wealth. You may have heard about the online stockbroking firm Self-Wealth. My background has been in financial services for the last 20, 30 years. And I exited that about 3 years ago, but one of the biggest problems that I experienced as a founder of a business pre-listing, because I listed that business in 2017, was how do I attract the best talent to my business if I can't give them liquidity? I can't afford to pay massive salaries if the equity in the employee share plans is not worth anything. So the whole concept of Liquid Eyes is all about creating liquidity for shareholders like yourselves in unlisted businesses. It's a massive problem globally, and there's been there are three main reasons why this problem hasn't been solved. One, you can't build it and they'll come. The concept of creating liquidity is one thing, but you can't match the buyers and the sellers. What I've done and what we have been able to achieve with Liquid Eyes is creating this central cash pool, so we don't need to match the buyer and the seller. We guarantee liquidity for buyers and sellers in the market. Number two, why are companies selling in the first place? Why are shareholders offloading their shares? There must be something wrong with our company. There must be something wrong with our shares. So I think we need to create an environment where we are screening or filtering the best companies to come into our environment. And third, companies remain private for a reason. They don't want to disclose private information about their commercials, especially about the financial piece of what's going on with the company. And probably most importantly, they don't want to lose control of their share price. So what Liquid Eyes does is we enable shareholders to sell their shares in their company. This is the backers and the employees as well. And we don't change the share price of the company. And we enable buyers through maybe Self-Wealth, my previous company, and enable those investors to come in and access shares in companies that they normally wouldn't have access to. So, Kathy, if you jump forward a couple of slides, this is the way it works. Yeah, this is the way it works. We have a cash pool in the middle, and we have significant interest from family offices, maybe some of you are in the room, who want a high-yielding investment. I got this idea from Uniswap, Aave, Curve, some of the smartest thinking people that came out of Stanford University in the DeFi world. I'm not an advocate at all of the crypto world. I'm actually a skeptic, but there are some smart thinking, and you take some of that thinking into traditional markets and you can create something that hasn't been done before. And I think the reason why no one has been able to create or crack the code of the holy grail of secondary markets globally is because they haven't cracked that. One, guaranteed liquidity, which we've done. Two, are these companies of any note, any credibility? And three, keeping the control of what the private companies actually want, the DNA of these private companies. And this is, yet again, what I've experienced back in my day at Self-Wealth. So how does it work? A company comes to Boulevard, to Liquid Eyes. By the way, for those of you who were in the room last year, I bought the Boulevard share registry. It's so crucial to what it's all about because we need legal and beneficial ownership of those shares. A seller sells into the guaranteed cash pool, and ANZ are backing that with us. you get an automated market maker price. It occurs, it happens, and then we can off-sell that to buyers. And we have a significant community of buyers willing to buy those shares at a discount to what the share price actually is. So I believe we've been able to create a solution that solves the liquidity problem, solves the problem why are people trying to sell shares in their company, and three, solving the DNA of the private company people. So that's it from me today. We'll jump forward to the capital raise. So we'll go through your photo, Kathy. We've raised, over the journey, we've built a fantastic share registry. We're one of the best regarded share registries in Australia. And it's crucial to the whole Liquidise journey because we all reconcile back to the share registry. We've raised about $1 to $2 million in the last 3 or 4 months, but we are raising a new round of 1.5 million at a 10 million pre-valuation to grow this business, to get the solution in market by August, September, to enable the likes of yourselves, if you are investors in private companies, to give you liquidity and employees liquidity in private companies. That is the cap table. It'll be devoted to technology, general ops. So we're pretty excited, and I'm very excited to be here today presenting to you. And I'll hand over to you guys.